We're following up on those reports of unidentified federal agents in unmarked vehicles snatching protesters off the streets of downtown Portland, then detaining them. Jenny Young working to get answers tonight. I know, Jenny, you talked with a lawyer about the legality of all this with federal agents.
Jeff, city leaders, state leaders, extremely frustrated about this. They have taken to social media, letting the Trump administration know that. Now, so far, the Department of Homeland Security has not returned my email when I asked about these alleged actions, this stealth behavior. We're still waiting to hear back from them.
There's a lot of vested interests in keeping things the way they are.
This man, a freelance journalist whose photographs of Portland's recent riots and protests have been shared by national and international news agencies, has been on the ground with his camera every night for 48 days. He asked us to protect his identity out of safety concerns.
I started seeing federal agents about a week and a half ago or 2 weeks ago now.
He described what he says he saw happen to a protester who was walking alone downtown a few nights ago.
Suddenly, an unmarked vehicle pulls up and it looks like a rental car or an SUV. And suddenly you see like 4, what I assume are DHS agents, get out of the vehicle.
He told us the officers were dressed in camouflage and tactical gear, and from what he could tell, they weren't wearing anything that identified their agency.
I feel like, first of all, it's a scare tactic.
There have been other reports on social media describing this same scenario, and cell phone videos like this one backing up some of the alleged details.
People are saying stay with groups because if you're just walking by yourself, suddenly you could get picked up.
We asked Portland attorney Kevin Sally if the alleged tactics are legal.
You learn that typically, even if you think of some of these agencies as having fairly narrow or well-defined functions, often the statutes that create them and that give them their jurisdiction tend to be very broad, and even those broad parameters tend to be interpreted very broadly and leniently. So very often you will see a pretty wide grant of authority and discretion given to federal agents and their agencies.
Now, federal officials have confirmed that Border Patrol agents are among law enforcement officers here on the ground near the Justice Center. We did some research, and according to the ACLU, those Border Patrol officers only have jurisdiction within 100 miles of a border. That includes the ocean, which is about 80 miles from Portland. Reporting live tonight, Jenny Young, KOIN 6 News.